Linus was a young man, and he was one of the bishops. And Peter knew that his end was going to come. Remember, he was being persecuted big time. The angel released Peter from jail, and Paul too. But the second time he was arrested, that was it. Okay. Get your catechism. I will show you something in the catechism. Paragraph 880. Paragraph 880. When Christ instituted the 12, he constituted them in the form of a college or permanent assembly, at the head of which he placed Peter, chosen from among them. Just as by the Lord's institution, St. Peter and the rest of the apostles constitute a single apostolic college, so in like fashion the Roman Pontiff, Peter's successor, and the bishops, the successors of the apostles, are related with and united to one another. Don't forget also the keys. He was given the keys. You know how much authority you have when you're given the key? If someone gives you the the key to his car or her car, what does that mean? You have the authority to use the car, right? If someone gives you the door to someone's apartment, what does it mean? You are welcome to get into the apartment. And Peter was given the keys. It's in the Bible, Matthew 16. Peter was given the keys to the kingdom, which means Peter has the authority to let go of anyone to heaven and not allow some to go to heaven. The best part of it is this. It's been verified and proven that the very bones of Peter is in St. Peter's Basilica. With my 2 eyes, I saw the bones. With my 2 eyes, I saw the original grave of St. Peter, when he was placed in the catacombs first and then moved to the basilica. Well, it was not basilica before. The basilica wasn't built until like 300 years after. But the important thing is he was buried there. So I know that's the church that Jesus founded. Now, for those who want to go to hell, this is important. Do you believe in hell?
Yes.
Let me see the hands. Who believe in Satan here? You believe in Satan? You believe in Satan? Let me see the hands. Who believe in Satan?
It's in the Bible.
I'm not saying anything. You know something? If anyone tells you that they don't believe in Satan, because some people do. No, it's just an invention of the church. if someone does not believe in Satan, that means that someone does not believe in God too. Because you can't believe in one and not the other. Very important point. If you believe in God truly, you must believe in Satan too. It has a wrong connotation though. What do you mean you believe in Satan? I believe in Satan. So it's like a creed. No. Of course I believe in God. We believe in God, right? After the homily. After the short homily. So, what is L? And how do we go there? How do we get there? Are you interested? Some people might say, I'm not going there, I don't want to know that. Problem there is, if you don't know the way to get to hell, how do you know you're safe from getting there? So you have to know that too. How do we get to heaven?
Avoiding that.
Well, Jesus is the way, right? Jesus is the way to heaven. In fact, He's the only way. He's the only way. There's no other way. All the saints are just witnesses. But the only way to heaven is Jesus Christ. Remember the song? And I'll raise Him up on the last day. I'll raise Him up on the last day. I, Jesus, will raise Him up on the last day. Now some translations, unfortunately, equate Sheol with hell. That's the reason why in the Old Creed, He descended to hell. So when I was studying, I questioned that. What do you mean He went to hell? Did he go to hell where Satan lives? No. He went to Sheol, the place of the dead. But some translations equate Sheol with hell. That's the problem. Translations.
What's the difference between the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed?
The Apostles' Creed is longer. But the content is essentially the same.
Oh, Nicene Creed.
It's the Nicene Creed that the Nicene Creed is the one we recite.
On Sunday?
Yeah, that's the Nicene Creed.
It's a longer one.
Is it the other way around?
Yes, the longer one.
Oh, is the Nicene is a longer one? Oh, that's right. Yeah. In simpler masses, we just some priests they just say the short one, which is the Apostles' Creed. It's the same thing.
Why are there two versions?
I will ask them when I see them. I have no answer for that. I think I know St. Peter. He will recognize me. I will ask him. How come you have your own? Okay, get your Bibles. Matthew 13. Today is different. I'm doing this last. Matthew 13, 49 to 50. Matthew 13, 49 to 50. So it will be at the close of the age. The angels will come out and separate the evil from the righteous and throw them into the furnace of fire. There men will weep and gnash their teeth. Isn't that hell? What else could it be than hell? Matthew 18 also mentions about eternal fire. Remember Matthew 18? What's the word there? In Matthew 18, if your eyes cause you to sin, block it out. It's better to go to heaven with one eye as opposed to going to hell with two eyes. If your limbs cause you to sin, cut them off. It's better to go to heaven with no limbs as opposed to going to hell with two limbs. Or four. Depends on which ones you cut. The question is, how come I haven't seen anyone with one eye in the church?
It's not the physical eye.
What does it mean? But that's beside the point now. It's another lesson to tackle.
What was the verse?
Matthew 18. I think it's verse 8. Yeah, verse 8. And if your hand or your foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it from you. It's better for you to enter life maimed and lame than with 2 hands or 2 feet to be thrown into the eternal fire. Eternal fire is hell. Right? I love the book of Matthew because it has so many profound points. Remember the story of Lazarus? Lazarus, not the one who was resurrected by Jesus. Lazarus who was full of sores, and the dogs were licking his sores.
Yeah.
And this rich man was enjoying his life, enjoying his wealth, enjoying his possessions. He didn't mind about Lazarus. And then at death, both of them died. What happened? Remember the story? You see that in Luke 16. Remember what happened? The rich man made a request. Can I just go back at least one day so I can warn my brother to not do what I did when I was alive? These are good witnessing for us in the Bible. Why do you have to experience death in order to believe? You don't have to. Someone did and has come back to tell the story. Luke 16, isn't it? It's in Luke 16, that story of the rich man and Lazarus. There was a song, Seek Ye First. This is the surest way to go to heaven. Seek it. Earlier I was talking about we are seeking God and God is seeking us. The best way to get to hell is to seek hell. We call it city hell. For a sin to be mortal, 3 conditions must together be met. This paragraph of the Catechism shows us how you seek hell. Isn't that beautiful? The book tells us how to seek hell. 1857. You see it?